Hi, my name is Mustafa. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Damien, nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
It's great. So what brings you in today?
I have a problem with heights. This problem is starting to affect my daily life. I have a class. I go to college right now, and one of my classes is in a five-story building, and I don't like walking to tall buildings, so I don't know what to do.
Okay, so it's not a problem. Many people have fear of heights. It's a very common thing. So the thing is, when did you start realizing that you have fear of heights?
Probably from a young age. Whenever we go on vacations to like big cities, I'd be walking around and I would look at the tall buildings, and it started to make me tense, and I would start to get sweaty, and I would run away because I didn't like that building.
Okay, that's understandable. So since you said that you've had that since a young age, did your parents help you overcome that in any way, or did you try to to do anything to overcome that, or try to be able to find something that makes you at least take it a step at a time to try and overcome that, or
Uh,
have you been doing?
they would try to get me to go around tall buildings or tall places, and I didn't like it, so I wouldn't go. I would just avoid it.
So it was just a matter of they were just trying to basically take you there so they would show you, but you just wouldn't even try to go.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, it's understandable. Um, so right now, we definitely want you to start going to class. So there is something that we can try, and hopefully by the end of this, you can start going to class. We don't want you to miss class at all. So what we can do is we can take every day, every let's say about 2 hours. We can take 15 minutes out of 2 hours, and then we can find picture online or picture in your house. Just find a picture somewhere of, let's say, something around, let's say, 2 stories, 3 stories, and we can start looking at that. And then based on that, we can see if you're able to overcome that, we can take the next level. But then as you keep overcoming a picture after a picture, with the time you're trying, we can have like a reward system. If you overcome and you move on to the next level, you can get a reward, such as, let's say, you can go outside, get something that you like to eat, see your friend, whatever the case may be. And then as you keep doing that, we can start looking at, let's say, waterfalls, like pictures of waterfalls. Those are pretty high. They're also pretty. So maybe with the sight of, like, let's say, the waterfalls or whatever, that's also a reward, because of something, how it's all natural and everything. It's beautiful, but at the same time, it's high. So maybe how good it looks, it will help you overcome the fear. And then also reward yourself. And then after all that, we can start actually going out and testing it out in real life, where we stand in front of a story one building, 2 stories, 3 stories, and then we can move on to the 5 and the higher. And also, as you keep going, we keep giving rewards to those. And then after all of that, we can get to the point where we can start going to waterfalls, outside, like real ones, and looking at them and seeing them. Maybe even go rock climbing. At some point, once we keep moving up as a reward, or a trip, or bungee jumping, whatever the case may be, just after we can go ahead and overcome it step at a time, until at the end can basically just have an overall view of how we got there while rewarding ourselves and actually getting there. So do you believe that's something you want to try?
I'll try it, but I don't know if it'll work for me.
Let's go ahead and try, with the pictures first, looking at them, and then after that, we can do is, if that doesn't work, there's also many other ways that we can go at this. It's not the pictures. We can find something that you like to do most, and we can involve in something that you love actually to do, involve it with, like, let's say the fear of height. So maybe you having something to love there will make you overcome that. I actually watched an Egyptian movie one time where someone had to save the love of their life, and they are scared of heights. Scared. They were 20 stories up high, and he had to basically go grab the person, pull them back in, so she doesn't fall. So it's hard for him to look at the heights and everything, but he was able to overcome that because of someone he loves. So, you know, that's not something we definitely want to try. But let's say that we can, like, what's something that you love to do or something that you...
Running.
Okay, running. So what we could do is we can involve running with, like, let's say, on a high place. We can go running, let's say, up a hill or up a mountain, like a really high one. And then as that, you can, once you get up to the top, you would see everything from the top. Because as you're running, you're not really noticing anything. You're focused on the running. But then once you get to the top, you'll be able to see everything. And I think that's also another way we can go at this. But so which one would you like to try first? You want to try running up, you know, a pretty high place and then looking up from the top, or would you like to try the photos and pictures first?
I'll try the photos and pictures first,
Okay.
and then running.
Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll meet next week and see what the progress is.
Okay.
And let's say you just told me that you love running. So every single time that you go ahead and you overcome a picture, go out for a jog, go out for a run. Call a friend, go on for a run, something together. Go on a run to a pastry store, you know, get a pastry and come back. So that's, you know, a nice reward. So you want to go ahead and try that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I will see you next week, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Hopefully well.
Thank you.
All right.